It's dropping below 1,000, but
Probably because we're at the end of it.
yeah. Yeah, there it goes back under 1,000, then it goes back up. It's kind of all over the place. What's up, everybody? Coming to you live from Rink 4 at the Scotia Barn up here in Burnaby, BC. Game 3 for the Junior Buckaroos from Portland. Going against West Coast Elite. Is that right? Yeah. West Coast Elite. West Coast Elite is 0-1-1. They lost earlier this morning, 6-2, to the team that we played yesterday and tied. And of course, the Junior Buckaroos blew out the Wolverines 8-0 this morning. Cooper Ginter with a hattie. Cheddar with a goal. I guess gets credited with the game winner being a shutout. Had the first goal, so not fancy, but not in the final seconds. But there it is. So waiting for the refs. Where the Zebras at? The thing about this is I can't tell like how many people are tuning in, you know? Like with, even though it's going through YouTube, I could, when we were just going through YouTube, you could see how many people.
Yeah, but it'll tell you how many people are doing your live stream.
Just curious. Hey, yeah, totally. We actually went over there to see if we could scoot over there, but it's too close. You can't see the corner. Oh, here come the refs. Two?
Yep.
We got two people.
Yeah,
It's probably the Talbot. Probably Tori's watching. Shouts to Tori out there, our team manager.
4 watching. We just doubled our audience in the last minute.
Excellent.
How about a shout out to Pax's grandma and grandpa?
Shout out to Paxton's grandma in California.
Well, they're Portland.
Oh, they're in Portland. And grandpa. Watching the game. Here we go. Looks like the team is in the sand jerseys. I was talking to one of the coaches after the first game, and they were like, these colored jerseys are weird because it's like, you can't be like, go red or go blue. It's like, go sand? Go tan? What do you say? I like the Bucks. I've just been calling them the Bucks all weekend. The Buckaroos.
5 watching.
The what?
5 watching.
Oh, 5? So it looks like Gustafson. Are they platooning goalies? Is that what they're doing? Like Paxton Sawyer? So it looks like Gustafson is going to be in between the pipes for game 3. Paxton putting up a magnificent shutout in game 2. So we've kind of figured out the Wi-Fi thing and why we're losing our connection. It seems as if the guest Wi-Fi is only good for an hour here at the rink. And so it kicks us out after an hour. So we're going to try something different this game. We're going to sign off during the first intermission, or intentionally disconnect, and then we'll reconnect in hopes that we won't get kicked out again. Well, yeah, looking at the signal, looks a little weak. We are down at the end. This is a 6, maybe even 7, 8? How many rinks do they have here? 8 rinks at this place. And we're all the way at the end, surrounded by cement and stuff, so probably not the best but we're gonna bring it to you live nonetheless. There we go. There's the cheddar right there. Number 5. Yeah, none of these kids really have the numbers from their fall season, winter season, whatever you want to call it. All have different numbers. They still have their numbers on their helmets, though, from the winter-fall season. And, of course, we have a mix of kids. We have, I think, 3 players from the Vancouver Rangers. And we have a couple players from Snow King, from Snoqualmie, Washington. So what's that, 5 players from Washington? And I think the rest are all Portland Winterhawk people. Lots of different levels out there, though, as well. So they win this game. Depending on the goal differential, they will play in the first place game tomorrow morning, where first place plays fourth place for a right to play for the championship in the afternoon tomorrow, and then jump in the car and head south. Buckaroos gonna have Talbert out there, I think, at center. Ginter and Houlihan. Nope, that is McKenzie. Graham McKenzie on the defense. Garrison gonna be starting on the right wing. And Serrano and Ferrara. Serrano takes the face-off, and we're underway here against West Coast Elite. This one's down in the corner, and who's that? Serrano skated out, tried to pass it to Cheddar as they hooked up for that first one. Nice pass to Ginter from Garrison. This one comes out to McKenzie. McKenzie tried to get it over to get the bars in the way there, I think. Let's zoom in a little bit. Play comes out into the neutral zone. Houlihan passes it over. No, that's McKenzie. We'll pass it over to Ginter. And Ginter surveys into the corner. Garrison already changed off. This one comes across the ice, and careful there as Serrano changes out in favor of Espinoza. Fox out on there, tries a backward pass, and that's taken away. And Ginter with the stick lift. This one comes down the ice. Gustafson will play it. Houlihan with the puck. He's going to get it up to Goatee, who entered the game. There's Nissen. Nissen with some nifty stick work. And that one's taken away by West Coast Elite. They try to bring it up the ice. The big fella there, number 8, stays with it, but taken away by Houlihan. He's going around the corner, shot, and saved by the keeper. I think that was Houlihan. Was that Houlihan? Evan? Evan's coming out on the ice. So Talbert taking a face-off. And this one comes out to the defense where Houlihan is. He dumps it back down low. Talbert's there. Talbert with the puck, surveys, Looking. Gets it to Allison. Shot. And a goal for Allison. And it's 1-0 Buckaroos with 10:35 left to play. It's another one, Bucks. And shot by Talbert. And that was from Allison. And they hook up, and right away it's 2-0 Bucks. So 2 quick goals on that line. They're going to change out the lines. Garrison will come in. Serrano and Ferrara. Ferrara battling down in the corner. West Coast Elite take it, but Garrison's right there. Looking. Nice move with the puck. Again, cuts behind the net. Still with the puck. Go Cheddar. Cheddar looking for somebody. And he gets decked as he releases it. Couldn't find the open skater. Ferrara, nice touch. West Coast Elite tries to clear it. Nice hit by Serrano. Ferrara to the front. Garrison to Goatee. Nice D-to-D. Shot. And no rebound as the goalie snuffs it out. 9:35 left to play. That was a nice shift by the Serrano line. And then the Buckaroos change out the lines with Nissen, Espinoza, and Tate Fox on the outside. Fox shifts it over to Ginter, and he shoots it. And that one's going to go, and it's 3-0 with 9:30 left to play. And Ginter with his 4th goal of the weekend in 3 games after the Hattie in last game. And they're having trouble up there keeping up with the goals. This one's flicked down by McKenzie. Taken over by West Coast Elite. This one's in the middle, and Ginter gets the interception, and he's on his horse. This one goes out front, saved by the netminder, and West Coast Elite tries to get it out. Puck is bouncing around. Fox loses the puck, picked up by West Coast Elite. I know the glass is kind of dirty. And big hit over there by Ginter. Ginter with the puck, surveys. Shot is wide, this one comes out, squirts into the neutral zone. Espinoza rallies, grabs it, and he's on his horse. He builds up speed as he goes to the outside, cuts to the middle, and the puck is poked away by West Coast Elite. This one right over to Ginter. And he's on his horse there. He surveys, looks. Nissen cuts to the middle. Here comes Talbert, who just came out on the ice with Allison. Ginter going to change out for Houlihan. Shot. And this one's taken by, who's that? Talbert. But West Coast Elite makes it difficult, and Talbert picks the puck back up, skates with it, makes a move, gets it over to Allison. Allison around the boards. And this one's coming right to West Coast Elite, and here comes them. Nice hit there. That Houlihan places on that, and here comes Goatee. Allison with the puck. Goes around the back of the net. Allison still with the puck. That's going to be an offside call on the Bucks. 6:58 left to play. Isn't it 3? 4? 3? 3-0, but the scoreboard up there still says 2-0. And here comes West Coast Elite. Nice job by the Bucks. Garrison's out there and puts a hit. Serrano was in the way there. And that was, I think, McKenzie. Went down. Ferrara on the side there. Now it's getting a little physical. And Ginter. And kid gets hit hard into the boards. And a whistle. And they're going to call, I think it was offsides. Big hit there. For sure. 6:26 left. Garrison's back in there with Serrano and Ferrara. Garrison drops it back to Houlihan. Houlihan tries to get it ahead and doesn't make it. This one comes to Houlihan, gets it off to Serrano, and he's got speed. Garrison trails the play. Shot. That one goes the back of the behind the net. Big hit there on Ferrara. And a whistle. Buckaroos going to change the lines out. Puck is dropped. This one comes out to the Bucks. Houlihan will bring it out. Here comes a shot, and that's by Fox. Puck is loose in the front. West Coast Elite grabs the puck, and here they come. And that one's taken away by Houlihan. He tries to get it up to McKenzie, I think that is, or maybe it's Fox. And West Coast Elite tries to take it away. Houlihan's right there. Oh, that's Nissen. Shot and glove saved by the netminder. 5:16 left to play in the first. Three nothing Bucks. This one's coming down the ice. Allison will pick it up. And he'll skate right down the middle. And tried to load up, but taken away by West Coast Elite. Taken right back by the Buckaroos. They tried to get it to the middle. Allison's there with Talbert. Talbert tried to dangle. This one comes over to Evan Albert's side. Puck is loose. Talbot to Albert. And this one comes out front. Shot! And that was McKenzie from the top of the key, I think. And Buckaroos will change out the lines. Serrano, Garrison, and Ferrara will come out. Serrano with the face-off. Goes behind the net. Serrano's there. Still dishing. Garrison trying to get in front of the goalie and screen him. This one comes out to West Coast Elite. Almost a fast break, though. but foiled. Here comes Goatee. Goes in. Garrison slides to the front of the net. Ferrara. Nice job. Goes to the corner. Serrano slides to the front. Garrison gets there. And this one is controlled by Ferrara. And Serrano picks it up, drops it off to Goatee. Shot. Goes off the back of the boards. This one to the front. And right there, Garrison dumps it back down into the corner. 3:15 left to play in the first. Goatee goes back as the puck goes into the neutral zone. He's going to get it over to Chet. He's got space. He makes a move, shot, and glove save. 3:01 left to play in the first. Nice shot by Cheddar there. Buckaroos change out the lines. Espinoza is there with not sure. Oh yeah, with Nissen. Cooper Nissen's out there as well. Puck is loose. Comes out to the side. Graham McKenzie dumps it back down below. Ginter's waiting out front. Espinoza there as well. Puck handled by Nissen. I think Fox is back there as well. And this one to the front. And Theo, nope. Again, back and forth behind the net. This one comes out front. Espinoza battles, and he is pushed over. But nobody could cut the tree down because Espinoza is a big boy. It just bounced off him. Buckaroos going to keep their line out. 2:15 left to play in the first. Scoreboard reads 2-0, but it's really 3-0 Buckaroos. They'll probably get that sorted out at the intermission. Here comes West Coast Elite, and that one's foiled. And that one, puck comes up to Nissen. Yep, Cooper Nissen with the puck. Tries to get it to go, but goes around the back of the net. Here comes Tate Fox to the front. Shot by Theo. Misses. Theo again with the puck. Tried to get it to go. He gets it down into the corner. And a shot and saved by the netminder. And here comes a line change for the Portland Buckaroos. 1:36 left to play in the first. Face-off won by Talbert. They try to get it to Talbert. Does. Shot. Blocked. This one comes over to Allison. Allison to Talbert. He's got 3 shirts, 3 dark blue jerseys to beat. Puck dribbles down into the corner. Talbert still with the puck. Looking for the cutter. Houlihan gets it over to Allison. Allison goes around the outside, back to the middle. And that one doesn't get through. Shot again. And that one's going to go. And that's Allison. And it's 4-0 Buckaroos. I think that was Allison, Zachary Allison.
No,
yeah.
Who passed it to him?
Oh, not sure. Maybe Talbert? All right, we're underway. Houlihan, 1 minute, less than a minute left. This one's going back to Allison. And that one goes around the back of the net. Still with it. Allison looking for a hat trick. 35 seconds left. West Coast Elite with the puck. They try to go up the ice. 25 seconds left. Goatee gets it up to Allison. That gets past his stick. 16 seconds left. Nice hit in the corner. West Coast Elite. And that goes out behind the glass over there. .5 seconds left. Puck is dropped. And that'll do it for the first period. 4-0 Bucks. We're gonna, should we do it, sign off? We are gonna disconnect and then reconnect here in a second. Can you check to see if we're streaming on YouTube? Very low. All right, I think we're back.
Yeah, it says live.
Huh?
It says live. It says
What's the
second.
quality?
Here's
It seems.
live.
Is it all right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're back. Garrison's out there. They did switch sides. Here comes West Coast Elite. That one's taken away, but they take it right back. This one comes back out front. They come back down. West Coast Elite trying to make a play. This one comes out front. Saved. Or maybe. This one is, again, another one goes wide right. Back behind the net, West Coast Elite. Get it out front. Buckaroos change the lines. This one tried to come out to Nissen, but taken away by West Coast Elite. Around it goes. Shot. That was Nissen. That one trickles back behind the net. Espinoza there. Gets it out to... This one comes all the way down the ice. That was Fox trying to get it to someone just past their stick. Nice pass from Espinoza. And Luke couldn't get it to go. Oh, right there. Evan was right on the doorstep. Good vision there by Talbot. Goes through the middle again. Shot off the pipe. Into the corner goes Allison. Allison with the puck. Gets it up to Talbot. Talbot moves it around. Gets it back out to Goatee. And that one goes out into the neutral zone. So we'll have to reset. Over to Ginter. Ginter again out into the neutral zone. From behind, that's taken away by West Coast Elite, but taken right back. Evan Albert with the puck. He looks around, it's on his stick still. Nice move to the middle. Gets it to go. Over to Allison. And that one into the neutral zone. Allison's gonna get to it first. And no, saved by the netminder. That was a shot by Luke Talbot. And Allison tried to follow it up. 8:55 left of the second. 8:55, that's right. 4-0. Garrison comes back out. He's on the right wing. Garrison drops it back to the defense. Tipped. Ferrara goes over to get it. And tried to get it to Garrison. Garrison with a stick lift. Kept in. Gokchat shot. Trickled. Garrison again, trying to get it in there. Oh! And Garrison with the goal. Nice job, Jetter. And it's 5-0. Garrison with the dagger as he just sneaks it behind the goalie with that long stick. It's touching his hand, though. He lost his mouth guard, maybe. So 5-0, 8:32 left. What a nifty move that was. Garrison's still in there. Still with the puck. Fights. And this one comes around. Nice hit there by Serrano. And West Coast Elite tries to retaliate. Garrison, big cross-ice hit there. They've got some big boys. Get him, Cheddar. Chet gives him back a little nudge. And the pressure, putting it on here. Tate Fox is there, dumped back in. This one's coming back in. Garrison's going to get off the ice. Theo is going to come on, Espinoza. Shot, saved by Gustafson. West Coast Elite with the puck. They try to get it out front. Gustafson's there. Theo with the takeaway. Nice hit by West Coast Elite. Get Theo off the puck. Buckaroos with the puck. And this one taken right away there. Puck is loose in the neutral zone. And this one's controlled by the Bucks. Here comes Goatee. Tries to get it to Nissen. They battle. This one comes out front. Espinoza pokes it away. And West Coast Elite dumps it out of the zone. That one's going to come all the way back. Gustafson's going to play it to keep it going. Here comes Espinoza. Oh, he loads up. Oh, he tried to get it to Nissen after that. And here comes Ginter. He's going to cut through the middle. Gets it over to Fox. Espinoza again. Nice pass to the middle. Nissen was covered. Ginter. And that one's taken out into the zone. West Coast Elite with the puck. 6:06 left to play in the second period. Buckaroos with the puck. Nice move there. That's Talbert. Talbert with the shot. And a nice save by the netminder for West Coast Elite. Buckaroos will change out the lines. Get the rest of the guys out there. Allison will come out with Talbert, of course. Evan Albert on the other wing, the left wing. Talbert wins the faceoff right to Allison. Shot, nice save by West Coast Elite. Houlihan with the puck. He surveys. He gets it over to Allison. Makes a move, cuts to the middle, and that one gets by in through the crease. Allison still with the puck. They tried to get it in the front to Albert, but stymied by West Coast Elite. That one goes into the neutral zone. Taken right back there. Here comes Zachary Allison. The puck goes around, looking, surveys, drops it to Evan Albert. Back to the point. Houlihan. Oh, almost a tip in by Talbert. Zachary Allison with the puck. Cuts to the middle. Passes it through the front Talbert is there. Nice move with the puck. Shot saved. Evan Albert with the puck. Drops it back to the point to Ginter. Ginter, shot. Another save. This one comes out. Kept in by Ginter. Puck is loose on the boards, and that one finally goes out into the neutral zone, and the Buckaroos will have to reset. Goatee will get it off to Talbert. Talbot with the puck. Gets it to Ferrara. Right in the front. And Albert was looking. Ginter. He's got a lane. Tried to get it to Ferrara. Ferrara gets to Houlihan, and that one was McKenzie. Graham McKenzie shot. Another shot saved. Garrison's in the mix in there. Ginter, shot. Oh, and a save. Garrison jumps on it. Nice move by Garrison. He tries to get it to the front, but just couldn't get any zip on that pass. Garrison goes back behind the net again. Here he comes. And taken away by West Coast Elite. Serrano hits him off the puck. Nice job. And here comes Ginter. Here comes the freight train right down the middle. Shot. And misses. Ferrara with the puck. Nice hit by Ferrara. This one comes to Garrison's in the front, trying to screen the netminder. And West Coast Elite comes out with the puck. Garrison, though, comes back. He's hit. Nice hit there by Serrano. Garrison gets in there in the mix as well. So it comes back out to Garrison. Nice job by Cheddar to keep that on his stick. He gets it to Tater. Fox. This one comes to Nissen. Again, off of the boards. Big hit right in front of us there on Fox. Ginter, back around the net. Chet changes off. Fox still with the puck. Nissen tried to load that one up. And Fox is hit off the puck. Espinoza. Oh, what a save. How did that not go in? And Nissen was on the doorstep. This goalie is coming up huge for West Coast Elite. .149 left to play in the second. 5-0 Buckaroos, but West Coast Elite not backing down at all. That was a goal? That was a goal? It would have been Nissen's goal, I would think, because he was right there. Sounds like it did cross the line. So Nissen will get credited with a goal, I believe. And it's 6-0. Tate Fox with the puck. Shot. Oh, right on the doorstep. Theo is there. This one comes out to West Coast Elite. 1:07 left. Here comes Goatee. Goatee, oh, almost in there. And he keeps it in, dumps it down below. And Tate. Back out to Goatee. Tate Fox. Nissen actually with the puck. Cooper Nissen still with it. And finally taken off the puck. Theo with the puck. Gets it out to the D, but that's taken away by West Coast Elite. 14 seconds left to go, and they're going to call offsides on that one with 12 seconds left to play. Face off. Goes to Talbert. Talbert to Allison, and the shot saved. Big hit on the back end there. It's kept in. Talbert, and that'll do it. So we go to the third. Huh? Yeah. Timbers just lost. The score went final. Timbers lost 2-0.
2-0, 2-1.
Real Salt late.
That's crazy because
Is that what you said?
goals were right at the beginning of the game.
Huh?
Bam,
They scored those 2 goals. Yeah, 2-0. So we head to the third. (6-0). They do have a mercy rule where they keep the score at 5-0 in this tournament. Buckaroos going to change out the lines. Puck is dropped. This one's coming back to Ginter. And big hit on the side there. This one comes out to the front. Another big hit. Ginter. Buckaroos with the puck. Allison looking, shot, and saved. .12:05 left. Puck is dropped. Bucks with the puck. Ginter with a shot from the point. This one trickles off into the corner. Allison picks it up. Tries to pass it off. And Ginter with another shot. Saved by the netminder. And this one's coming up to West Coast Elite. They dump it in the zone, but the Buckaroos take it over. Comes Graham McKenzie. Looking around. Allison avoids a hit. West Coast Elite shot into the corner. And that might be an interference, but no call. Shot goes around the back of the net. Here comes Goatee, gets it over to Quinn Houlihan, who dumps it over to Evan Albert. Nice hit there by Albert. Shot. That was Talbert. .10:22 left to play. Garrison's going to come out onto the ice. Garrison gets right in the mix. And he has the puck taken away from him. And here comes West Coast Elite. And this one trickles into the zone. Gustafson's going to be there. And he's going to step on it. Covers it up, so there'll be a face-off. Clock continues to tick. This one's cleared down the ice. Garrison, he's going to go down, grab it. Pass to the middle, but taken away by West Coast Elite. And they're going to try and dump it in. Garrison right there, nice hit. And Ferrara takes it. Garrison with another hit. Goes to the front of the net. And nice job by Ferrara. They'll switch the D out. Buckaroos, 9 minutes left to play. Garrison lines up in the slot. Serrano will take the face-off. This one's dropped down. Goes to Riley's side. Riley with the puck. This one comes out front, but trickles into the neutral zone. And shot off of the pipe. McKenzie gets it out to Ferrara. And they try to get in the neutral zone. Here comes West Coast Elite again. Ginter. Goes in, shot. And that one goes to the back of the net. That was Ginter. And it goes to 7. 8 minutes left to play. Ooh, McKenzie avoids a hit. Here comes West Coast Elite, but Ginter's there. He's going to get it up to Espinoza. Espinoza, nice move there. Puck is loose behind the net, and there's a takedown behind the net there. Ginter with the puck. West Coast Elite, though, bounces it into the... Gustafson comes out to play it. Fox has the puck, gets it into the middle. Espinoza takes a whack at it. And here comes West Coast Elite. Shot saved by Gustafson. Whoa, big hit. And here comes a penalty. And it's on West Coast Elite. So Bucks will go out on the power play. They drop the puck. Tate Fox with the puck. Goes around 2 defenders out front. Ginter. Shot. That one goes around the back of the net, around the boards. 5:35 left to play in the game. One minute and 30 left of the power play. Buckaroos keeping it in the West Coast Elite end. And West Coast Elite will clear it. Ginter with the puck. He's going to get it up the ice to Espinoza. That was a rocket. And West Coast Elite will dump it. Comes Ginter. Nice cut. And that one he tried to get to Fox. Nissen to the middle. Ginter. That one's going to be glove saved. And whistled dead. Buckaroos will change out the lines. Zachary Allison, Luke Talbert come out. Robert Goatee, Graham McKenzie, Evan Albert out there. 4:18 left to play. Here comes Luke. Right down the middle, still on his stick. And another goal for Talbert. And it's 8. Now it's a power play goal. Four minutes left to play. Power play will come off the clock. Eight nothing, I think. Goatee to Graham McKenzie, who gets it up the ice. Zachary Allison with the puck. Goes around everybody, shifts it. Taken away by West Coast Elite. 3:20 left. Shot. Gustafson with a save. Big hit right in front of us there. This one comes out to the point. And Allison dangles through the middle. Shot. Saved by the netminder. This one comes back to Graham McKenzie. Dumps it in. Allison surveys. And a big cross-ice hit by Ginter to get him off the puck. Ginter dumps it down behind the net. 2:25 left to play. West Coast Elite with the puck. Try to get it up the ice, but taken away by Allison. And nice save by the netminder. He tried to sneak it past the pad. This one comes out.